This is really exciting. I am just thrilled to see all of you here today. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm New York City Council Speaker Adrienne Adams, and I really do want to thank you all for being here today. It's a special day. Of course, I want to acknowledge my colleagues here today, Deputy Speaker Diana Ayala, Council members Alexa Aviles, Eric Botcher, Justin Brannon, Carmen De La Rosa, Rita Joseph, Shahana Hanif, Julie Menon, Lynn Schulman, Althea Stevens. I didn't see Marjorie Velasquez. I didn't see her. Julie's here, Julie Wan, Amanda Farias. Amanda's not here. Councilmember Osei, Chi Osei is here also. Did I get everybody? I did. I said Eric Dinowitz. Eric Dinowitz, again. We are also here today. We're joined by Ana Oliveira. Yay. She is President and CEO of the New York Women's Foundation. Dr. Misha Porter, President and CEO of the Bronx Community Foundation. And of course, she is our former school's chancellor. Eve Stotlin, Senior Program Officer at the New York Community Trust. Leanne Stegmeyer, Chief of Staff of the Brooklyn Community Foundation. Our good friend Murad Awada, who is the Executive Director of the New York Immigration Coalition. Cheryl Huber, Vice President of Food and Benefits Access at United Way of New York City. Ravi Reddy, Associate Director of Advocacy and Policy with the Asian American Foundation. And Gregory J. Morris, CEO of the New York City Employment and Training Coalition. Thank you all for being here this morning. As we all know, New York is a sanctuary city, and that means something. It means we take care of each other, and we value the enrichment that all people bring to our city. Our immigrant communities are an essential part of the fabric of our city and are critical to who we are and our success. Since last year, our city has welcomed over 47,000 immigrants to build safe and dignified lives in the 5 boroughs. From the very beginning, our local nonprofits and community-based organizations have shouldered the heroic work of supporting migrants, from distributing warm, weather-appropriate clothing, food, and basic supplies within hours of arrival, to coordinating shelter placements and transportation. Our community organizations have stepped up to fill the gaps. To me, it was reminiscent of the start of the pandemic, when so many of this city's community-based organizations were on the ground, providing life-saving support to our neighbors, often without any additional resources. Over the past year, council members and council staff have met with organizations and service providers who have been in communities throughout our city doing this essential work. At these meetings and the many oversight hearings we've held, organizations have repeatedly told the council about the specific gaps that exist and their need for resources and support to help fill them. As a city, we must heed this call by listening to the folks on the ground in our communities. Today, the council is very excited to announce the launch of Welcome NYC, a $2.2 million public-private initiative to provide financial support for community-based organizations delivering crucial services for asylum seekers and our communities. Through this initiative, the council will allocate $1.2 million of funding in addition to $1 million provided by several philanthropic foundations: New York City Community Trust, Robin Hood, Bronx Community Foundation, New York Women's Foundation, and Brooklyn Community Foundation. The $1.2 million from the council was allocated to the Department of Youth and Community Development in the FY23 city budget. With 4 months left in the fiscal year and projections that this funding will be unspent, the council saw an opportunity to shift this allocation to support nonprofit providers that are on the ground right now, supporting asylum seekers for the next 4 months of the fiscal year. Welcome NYC will help the organizations providing asylum seekers and our communities with more broadly critical services, including workforce development, adult literacy, mentorship and youth programming, social and economic and educational programs, food assistance, and other programs that empower families and young adults. This is a great first step, but we know there's more that the city must do. As we continue to advocate for increased federal and state support, the Council will advance legislative efforts and pursue comprehensive solutions that help our residents, new and old. We will turn to working on an initiative for the entirety of the next fiscal year. This is also an opportunity for the city to improve the delivery of essential services for all residents of our city who need them to access health, opportunity, and safety. To accomplish this, the city must fully fund and staff its social service agencies to speed up housing development and placements and eliminate counterproductive bureaucratic obstacles like the 90-day shelter stay requirement for City FEP's housing voucher eligibility. I hear the moans and groans in the back of me. These issues, and the ones we're addressing in part through Welcome NYC, are a handful of what is covered in the Council's report from December on the city's response to the arrival of asylum seekers. And the recommendations we've advanced are not exclusive to our recent arrivals. The needs of asylum seekers mirror those of existing city residents living in poverty and those lacking sufficient pathways to opportunity. Both groups are experiencing food and housing insecurity, barriers to health care, and other hurdles to success. By fixing problematic social service policies and administrative decisions, the city can resolve the barriers that have historically impeded our progress to improve the well-being of all residents. New York City is proud to uphold our values to support and welcome people from all backgrounds, especially those who are seeking asylum in our country. And we will continue to work with partners at the local, state, and federal levels on behalf of all New Yorkers to ensure that our city is one where everyone has what they need to lead safe and successful lives. Thank you very much for listening to us this morning. At this time, I want to introduce Ana Oliveira, President of New York Women's Foundation.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. First and foremost, we want to congratulate the Speaker and the City Council for your leadership. And I just want to say, you are thinking about New York because you serve New York, so do we in philanthropy, but the kind of leadership that you are exerting, leadership that is needed throughout the country. Is that leadership that doesn't do either or? Is that leadership that knows that real solutions come from involving community and supporting community? So the foundation is very honored to be invited to participate in this initiative. Please count on us for responses that uplift our communities, that support our community-based organizations. I appreciated so much your remarks, Speaker, regarding the importance of the not-for-profit sector for city government. The not-for-profit sector is responsible for delivering most services to our city, most services to our communities. And philanthropy steps up. I am so grateful for my colleagues who are also doing this, because together we actually can, in an abundance city like New York City, a very wealthy city, we can take the steps necessary so the city actually works for all and everybody can live with dignity and sufficiency. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ana. Next, I would like to introduce Dr. Misha Porter, President, Bronx Community Foundation.
Thank you. I feel like I've been here before. I don't know. I just want to say that as I stand here in front of this amazingly beautiful, diverse council, This is the story of what Welcome NYC is about. This is the story of New York City, and it just makes me think about the so many amazing origin stories of folks who are coming into our city and into our country. And so thank you, Speaker Adams, for your leadership, and thank you to the entire council for recognizing the importance of this moment. And so the Bronx Community Foundation is so proud to join the City Council together to make sure our newest New Yorkers feel welcome and supported in our city. Since asylum seekers first began arriving in large numbers in New York last summer, nonprofits, government agencies, and volunteer networks have stepped forward to meet their basic needs. This is what New York City is about. We learned this in the pandemic, that this was not a who was going to do what, but how we were going to do things together in service of all people. Our support is dedicated to providing organizations access to healthy food, clothing, phones, and transportation for new arrivals. The Bronx Community Foundation is the only community foundation solely dedicated to the Bronx and has been supporting many of the nonprofits that have been providing critical resources. We've helped activists like Adama Ba, who's been volunteering on the ground at Port Authority every day, and other entry points to help asylum seekers get shelter and connected with other resources. These volunteers and community-based organizations have done heroic work. With the support of our partners in city and state government, they've helped connect thousands of new arrivals to a wide range of services. And like Anna said, it's the folks on the ground who are doing this every day, and it is the leadership of the City Council that recognizes the folks on the ground doing the work. But it's clear, asylum seekers will continue to arrive in New York, and that means we will need more resources to meet the current crisis. Welcome New York City is a much-needed effort that meets the demand. New Yorkers have stepped up in a big way to show that New York City welcomes everyone here with open arms, and it's time to make sure that that message is sustained and enduring. Today's amazing Welcome NYC announcement shows that by harnessing the power of government, philanthropy, and nonprofits, we can do so much more to meet the needs of all of the asylum seekers that are arriving in New York, and we look forward to partnering on your efforts.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Porter. Next, I'd like to introduce Eve Stotland, Senior Program Officer, New York Community Trust.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. It really is a joy to be here. I'm Eve Stotland, Senior Program Officer with New York Community Trust. Congratulations to the Speaker and to the City Council and to the very hardworking staff on this wonderful initiative. Immigrants make our city stronger. But for those who need legal advice, the road is hard. Immigrants have no right to an attorney and often struggle to find trustworthy advice. Today, the New York Community Trust is proud to join the Robin Hood Foundation in announcing a combined grant of $750,000 to nonprofits. And I'd like to take a moment to give a shout out, if I may, to the 6 nonprofits. One of them is here today, represented by their executive director, Terry Lawson. The 6 nonprofits are Unlocal, Catholic Migration Services, Central American Legal Assistance Group, New York Legal Assistance Group, MASA, and Venezuelans and Immigrant Aid. These are not the only 6 groups that will be part of this effort. They are not the only 6 groups working hard on the ground every single day, because we know there are hundreds of groups, formal and informal. But this is our latest initiative, along with Welcome NYC and our City Council partners and our other foundation partners today. And these groups will help people navigate the complex immigration system, even if they can't find a lawyer, until we can make sure that everybody has a right to a lawyer. So thank you, City Council, not just for this initiative, but also for your long-term commitment to free legal services for immigrants. It is just wonderful to be standing here almost 10 years after a different city council made a commitment to increase access to attorneys for unaccompanied children arriving in New York City. And that initiative still is supported by City Council all of these years later, so that we see that while the makeup of city council changes, the commitment to supporting immigrants holds strong. And that makes me so proud to be a New Yorker, and the same is true at New York Community Trust. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Eve. Next, I'd like to introduce Leanne Stegmeyer, Chief of Staff, Brooklyn Community Foundation.
Thank you, Speaker Adams, and thank you to the entire City Council for having us here today. I am proud to represent the Borough of Brooklyn and our community-led nonprofits. Brooklyn Community Foundation has already committed nearly $650,000 this year to immigrant-led organizations in Brooklyn through our Immigrant Rights Fund. And today we're proud to announce an additional commitment for grassroots nonprofits that are stretching their capacity and finances to support asylum seekers, in addition to providing essential programs and services to our immigrant communities each and every day. Brooklyn Community Foundation launched our Immigrant Rights Fund following the 2016 presidential election at the behest of our donors, who saw the growing threats to our immigrant communities amid rising xenophobia and chants to build the wall. Since then, we have raised and distributed more than $2.5 million for grassroots organizations serving Sunset Park, Bensonhurst, Bay Ridge, Bushwick, and beyond. We focus on long-term investments in organizations working on legal rights, connecting immigrants to benefits and supports, and providing direct services and navigation for Indigenous language speakers. Grants are awarded in partnership with our Immigrant Rights Advisory Council, composed of immigrants and children of immigrants who have lived experience with the issues that we address, who review and then select the organizations that we fund. This investment is critical for Brooklyn, which is already home to nearly 1 million foreign-born residents, nearly 40% of our borough's population. We applaud the leadership of the City Council and Speaker Adams for bringing us to the table and organizing this powerful public-private collaboration. To everyone who joins us now in calling New York City home, we say welcome.
Thank you, Leanne. And finally, I'd like to introduce Murad Awada, Executive Director, New York Immigration Coalition.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Speaker Adams, and thank you for your leadership. My name is Murad Awada. I am the Executive Director of the New York Immigration Coalition. I want to thank the City Council, Speaker Adams, for not just inviting us all to come together today to announce Welcome New York City, but for their leadership throughout the entire, since they've taken this new class on. And we want to make sure that New York City remains true to who it is. As you may know, the New York Immigration Coalition is a coalition of over 200 organizations across the state of New York. This past August, we were on the ground welcoming folks coming in through the Port Authority. And more than 8 months ago, thinking back to it, it's been 8 months at this point where this work has begun and continues, and for the most part has been sustained by community-based organizations with virtually very little support. So this is an amazing opportunity for a lot of organizations who've been doing the work day in and day out to ensure that they continue to be welcomed in New York, and that we are going to continue to be the beacon that we know we are as an immigrant city. Organizations have been on the ground, partners have been on the ground, volunteers, ordinary New Yorkers have been supporting people across the city who've come to New York City and calling it home. Whether it's by providing legal services and other wraparound services at our Key to the City events in all 5 boroughs, by continuing to connect people eligible to health services, by making sure that people who are in need of educational assistance are getting it. The City Council is actually stepping up in more ways than just the Welcome New York City. These are all city-funded, City Council-funded, to be specific, initiatives. So while we are, some of the earlier folks mentioned, this is a commitment from the City Council that goes above and beyond in this moment, where we need to continue to support, we need to continue to bring out resources and make sure that they're available in communities. Many of the folks who've arrived in New York City come with nothing or very little other than the clothes on their backs, and traveling thousands of miles by foot and leaving behind dangers and hardships in their home countries. Building a new life in a new country is incredibly hard. Our new neighbors need support in getting job training, legal services, or even just a better understanding of how to navigate our subway system without Google Maps, which we all still do, no matter how long we've been here. By partnering with community-based organizations and ensuring that trusted organizations on the ground, Welcome New York City is recognizing the importance of our organizations meeting the needs of our newest New Yorkers, and that they have the access to information and resources that they need in this moment in a cultural and language competent way. And that is incredibly important in this moment. For centuries, New York has been a place where all immigrants could come and build a new life to work for their American dream. Welcome New York City is taking our city one step further and realizing our true potential as a beacon of hope for every single person who comes to the city seeking safety and refuge. I commend the New York City Speaker, Adrian Adams, the City Council, and everyone who's joined us here. The Robin Hood Foundation, New York Community Trust, the Bronx and Brooklyn Community Foundations, as well as the New York Women's Foundation for launching this important initiative. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you once again to all of our partners. You all do tremendous work, and we are so looking forward to this amazing partnership with you. We will take a few on-topic questions.
Thank you. Madam Speaker, since this involves diverting funds away from the city agency, just wondering, has this been coordinated in any way with Mayor Adams' administration?
We definitely are plugged into the administration, as we are with all budget items, keeping in mind, though, that these are unspent funds. So we are able to present this initiative very comfortably with the unspent funds and working with these great partners.
And there's been some disagreements, I guess you could call them, between the council and the mayor's side as to how the city should respond to the migrant crisis. The fact that there's no one here from the mayor's office today, what should we read into that?
Well, this is an announcement by the New York City Council. This is our initiative. We're very, very proud of this. There is a lot of work that we have yet to do with our coalition partners, and we continue to partner with the administration on a daily basis in everything that we do. So we're very proud of this initiative, and we look forward to propelling this forward for our asylum seekers.
Thank you. Georgia? So Speaker, so whereabouts does this come from in the budget? And also, is this in response to Mayor Adams before the new year said that he would like to see city council members give money from their discretionary funding? So is that where this is coming from?
No. The $1.2 million was allocated to the Department of Youth and Community Development in the FY23 budget. So that funding has not been spent yet. As I've said, we've got 4 months left in the fiscal year, and the council saw an opportunity to shift this funding to support organizations that are on the ground, that have been on the ground for months and months and months. As Murad said, we're looking at August. We're coming up on an anniversary, of greeting asylum seekers into the city of New York. So the scope of services for the $1.2 million is similar to its original purpose, and that includes workforce development, literacy services, mentoring programs, youth leadership, food services, social and educational programs. But at tomorrow's stated meeting, we're going to expound some more. We'll vote on the transparency resolution designated this funding for the specific organizations.
And is there a chance, you have a couple members here that any discretionary funding would go to, that's left over, say, from certain programs, would go to migrant-related services?
Well, we have already allocated those funds for this specific initiative, so whatever is there that was left over, we have already taken care of in this allocation for this initiative.
Thank you. Andrew?
Speaker, when you and the mayor have differed on whether it's the asylum seekers or other budget-related issues, you have on occasion reminded the mayor that the council is a separate but co-equal branch of city government. I'm wondering if today you feel the need to remind the mayor about separate in terms of church and state, given his comments.
That was pretty cool, Andrew, to kind of get that in there. But we are truly talking about Welcome NYC, and I don't see where that has anything to do with our topic this morning.
Were you not troubled by his comments yesterday?
Well, again, that is another topic we've got tomorrow to look forward to, pre-stated presser. Why don't you join us then?
Marsha? talks about the fact that the city has to fully fund its social service agencies in order to complete the programs that you think are so necessary for asylum seekers. But if you take a look at the city as a whole, there's about 27,000 jobs that remain unfilled, including many in the social service industries. What advice do you have to the mayor to find people who will actually do this really important work?
That is a terrific question, and one that, again, we're going to be addressing as we move forward in the budget process, which we're undergoing right now. We do have several recommendations to the administration, and our staff are working. I'm not going to say will be, they are working diligently for answers and really to help fill those vacancies.
I just wonder if you think that this is going to mean a larger opportunity for remote work that you can use as a carrot to get people to come in and take some of these jobs.
I'm trying to stay on topic, but I hear you.
I mean, it has to deal with the social
Right,
social service.
right, with the,
For these specific jobs that you think are so important for the asylum seekers.
yeah, and again, we're going to do everything that we can to partner with the admin to fill those holes that are needed to get those resources to the places that the resources are needed the most, particularly to fulfill this initiative.
Speaker, this sounds like a one-time allocation. In the budget process, are you looking to get more funds for this particular initiative?
That's a great question, Ethan. Thank you. This is not, an opportunity that is going to go on and on and on and on as we wish it would. This is an opportunity that we invite more partners to join in on, to work with the council to make this and sustain this for as long as we possibly can. But you're right, this is a finite opportunity for this initiative, which we are going to extend for as long as we possibly can with the partners that we're working with.
Speaker, do you have any sense of how many people will be served? I know, the city spent in the billions now on this migrant crisis, so how many people will be the sort of beneficiaries of the $2.2 million allocation?
I don't know if we have a specific number. We are looking at working with those that are in process right now, going through the resources that we have right now. I don't have a specific number for you, but I'm sure that we can get something to you. Yeah.
Yes, hi, Speaker.
Hi, Kelly.
You might have spoken about this briefly, but I just want more specifics. You said that this was a shift in allocation. Can you talk about the original, where this money was supposed to go to? And any concern that shifting allocations from accessibility to services to New Yorkers that are here right now for asylum seekers could create some problems?
Well, I don't see it as a problem, no, because we know that resources for new New Yorkers, as the asylum seekers are, will certainly benefit the entirety of the city of New York. As far as where the funding was originally, I don't have the specific buckets of the funding. I do know the agency which I provided, DYCD, who gives programming, for various places throughout the city, and for whatever reason, those funds would be unspent or are unspent. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, colleagues.
Thank you. The money was always from it was from the